What's up, everybody? What's going on, y'all? Hopefully you all had a good Sunday yesterday. Didn't do an NBA video, but I did kick that my NFL video off with a few tidbits. I told you guys I like the Bulls and I like Julius Randle props. I told you guys I like the Lakers. Somehow they came back and won that game after that ugly little brawl. And then I like I told you guys I like Golden State, but I had some really interest in that same game parlay between that Raptors and that Raptors and Golden State game, because for the simple fact that we know where all the usage and all the all the usage was going to come from. You know what I'm saying? Nick Nurse, he plays these guys a lot. I capitalized off that same game parlay. I was at work. Sorry I couldn't get it out. If you ain't following me on Twitter, most of the time I tweet some plays out right there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, if I can't get it out, I might tweet it out, or I put it in the community tab over here on YouTube, something where you can go out there and check out. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'm swamped at work. I'm on today will be day 8 of 10 in a row. And for the holidays, I'll be able to go ahead and sit down. So what I was gonna say, that same game parlay I've had, I just took people for what they do, man. It ain't no different from what I say each and every day. I mean, I had Fred VanVleet for 3 threes, Gary Trent for 3 threes, Fred VanVleet for 5 assists, Jordan Poole for 2 assists, Draymond Green for 6 assists, Pascal Siakam for like 4 rebounds, Barnes for like 4 rebounds, and 14 points apiece for Poole, and then for Siakam, Poole, and Wiggins. That came out to about plus 1,100. Sprinkle something on that, but I don't really. I try to keep them a little bit simple though. Some like under 1,000 odds, or maybe like 2-3 plus 2-300 or something like that. And hammer it, man. We have a lot of games each and every day, so. The NFL video was pretty decent. I dropped some nuggets in there. Hopefully you all caught that. I know I did it at the last minute. I hope to get videos out really early for the NFL this week, so people can get it. Everybody can get a chance to view it and meditate on it. But without that, let's get into this video right here. Hopefully I can try to get this under 25 minutes. Most of my videos are pretty long, man. Last but not least, make sure you're following at Fantasy Labs NBA on Twitter. If you ain't following them, you're not doing it right. The most critical part of the day is right before lock and right up to each and every game lock. I keep saying this. I can't stress this enough. You need to have the injury news and notes at your disposal at all times. Like and subscribe if you like this video. Hit the notifications bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. First game on the docket, we got Charlotte Hornets at Washington Wizards, 216.5 over under. Washington favored by 4 at home. These teams, they just played. Washington, Charlotte Hornets not pretty much not that much of a big time defensive team. We get a lot of jump shots from this Charlotte Hornets team, and then Washington Wizards, they shoot a lot of jumpers too. So it's going to be plenty opportunities for loose rebounds and assists. So that's a way that you can attack some same game parlays and shit like that. But right off the bat, I always have some interest in LaMelo Ball's assists, okay? His assist probably sitting at 7.5. As long as nobody's out or whatever the case may be, and he got all his shooters. I mean, he's a point guard at first, and that's what he does. He does drop dimes. His assist probably sitting at 7.5. He's a triple-double or double-double candidate every single night, like I said, these teams did just play. LaMelo Ball had 11.6 rebounds and 14 assists. He's averaging 7.7 assists. So this prop right here, 7.5, is sitting around his average. If you don't want to jump on that, you could do some same game parlays. His assist prop, right now, for 6 assists is at minus 460. But if you want to go to the alternates when they come out closer to game lock, you can go down to about 7, and then you should probably get that for about, you should probably get 7 assists at probably about a good, if it's 7.5 sitting at minus 120, you might be able to get that at about minus 190 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially in same game parlays if you don't want to bet this. You're going to get it at minus 120 right now. So, you know, I always talk about Bradley Beal props because they don't never have his props out here. They don't never put them up. Where they put his props is like in the to score section. You know what I'm saying? So for 25 points for Bradley Beal, you'll get that at minus 124. You know what I'm saying? And he's been dropping some dimes lately too, man. So his 6 assist prop is sitting at minus 104. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to really pinpoint that because he's they always put his props down here in this section. They never put him in the standard prop section. So right now he's averaging 23 points, 5 rebounds, and I'd say 6 assists right now. So you can take advantage of that. And it's a decent amount of things to like. Like I said, it's a lot of jump shots and shit to be going on around. I mean, you got guys like Mason Plumlee. His rebound prop is sitting at 7.5. Last time these two teams played, he had a double. He had 11 points and 13 rebounds. So that's something to point out right there. And it's a 3-point shooting league. Okay. So, you're going to get plus money for a guy like LaMelo Ball's 3. And you're going to get that at plus 150 for the over, okay? Gordon Hayward, you're going to get plus 104 for the over, okay? I mean, Kyle Kuzma, plus 140 for the over. I rarely bet on that. But, the usual suspects, guys over here like LaMelo Ball, Bridges, Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier. Good luck of finding out, who's going to be that guy. But, all these guys, they're capable. I mean, 3 out of 4 last games, LaMelo Ball hit this 3-point prop, okay? So, it's definitely a lot to like. You just got to pick and choose your spots wisely, bro. I mean, you got to pick and choose them wisely, man. So, like I say, I always jump into some 3-point props. It's a 3-point shooting league, man. It's a 3-point shooting league. Even if I have to come down here and alter them down here to 2 3-pointers apiece for some of these guys, you can find some pretty decent value. I mean, just for two 3-pointers in same game parlays. Miles Bridges, LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier. You know what I'm saying? And then if for whatever reason you catch these guys on fire and everybody just hitting, then you can be on your way to some serious cash. So it's a lot to like about that. I don't have a lean in this game. I mean, I probably would lean a little bit towards Washington, but I have nothing official. 209 over under for Brooklyn Nets at Cleveland Cavaliers. Brooklyn Nets are 7-point favorites in this one. It's a pretty nice spread. If I was, I really don't bet on games like you all already know, but this spread is pretty juicy to me. Even if you wanted to alter that spread, in same game parlays or something like that, but I do have some interest in that spread moving towards the Cleveland Cavaliers. Injury news and notes for this one, of course, we know Kyrie Irving is out, Evan Mobley is out. Shetty Osman is doubtful for this game, so it's more likely he won't play. Colin Sexton is out for the season. And then Joe Harris, he's still out in this one. And then you got Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown has been ruled out ahead of this. I mean, in this game right here. So Nick Claxton, he's still out. I don't know what's wrong with him. He got a mega sickness going on. But good things to point out here is we know Kevin Love came back. He's played 2 games since October 30th, okay? And he damn near got a double-double in both games. He only played 21 and 22 minutes. And then they'll get Lauri Markkanen out, okay? Lauri Markkanen has been out since November 1st, all right? So these guys are getting pretty healthy. This will be Jared Allen's first game back. He missed like 2 or 3 games with an illness. So that's a little bit extra added to the fire right there. So we all know this Cleveland Cavaliers team is pretty scrappy. Right before our eyes, you see it was 7. The line just moved to 6.5. So, it just moved right now, right here. You know what I'm saying? Live. You just seen the line move. Don't be surprised. Cleveland is a scrappy team, man. That's all I can say, man. Now, y'all know what I'm about to go to. I'm about to go right over here to the. Oh shit! We only got Brooklyn props out right now. Right. So we only got Brooklyn props out right now. It's no need for me to touch on Brooklyn props. You guys know what y'all going to do with these guys, whatever the case may be. But we don't have Cleveland Cavaliers props out right now, but I can still talk about them. One prop that you guys know that I've been riding is the 3-point prop, okay? And then we got Darius Garland. So Darius Garland has been having to be ultra aggressive in the absence of all these players that's been out. They're getting a little bit more healthier right now, but he's had to be ultra aggressive. His last 2 games, he took 22 and 26 shots. His last 2 games, he took double-digit 3-pointers in 11 and 13. All right, his 3-point prop comes out around 2 over under is around 2.5. All right, you know me, I always take the over, and then I'll alter it to like 2 in same game parlays. So he's hit 2 threes and he's hit 2 threes in his last 9 games. Okay, he's hit 2 threes or better in his last 9 games. So he's really been crushing that. And then 7 out of 9 of those last games, he's hit 3 threes. So his as long as his usage is up, elevated like that, then that 3-point prop is definitely in jeopardy. And I can't really go talk about too much because we don't have their props out, but that's one prop that I've been riding. All right, I have some real interest in that 6.5. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Houston Rockets at Boston Celtics. I mean, Boston Celtics favored by 11.5. You can alter the spread if you want, if you like Boston Celtics to win. A game like this, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta lean towards Boston Celtics in this one. I probably don't go to any of these point props or any of these props out here. Injury news and notes for these games. This game I'm gonna tell you right now is Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is questionable. He's probably going to play this game. He's probable at that. He hasn't played since November 4th, okay? Robert Williams is probable again in this game. And then Kevin Porter Jr., he's questionable in this game. He's missed his last 2 or 3 games. And that's it for the significant injuries here. I do think Jason Tatum is in a good spot. He'll probably be faced with somebody like, I don't know. Because if all right, so look, if Robert Williams plays, then they're going to start Robert Williams at the 5, Horford at the 4, Tatum at the 3, and then they'll start Jaylen Brown at the 2, and then Marcus Smart at the 1. And they'll start back bringing Dennis Schroeder off the bench. So that's major key information because Dennis Schroeder has been killing it. You know what I'm saying? He's been killing it coming off the bench. I mean, he's been on an absolute tear coming off the bench. And then, he was getting significant minutes off the bench, playing at that 1, bagging up that 1 and that 2 slot. So even though Jaylen Brown is back, should be back, Dennis Schroeder should still get his minutes. So, that's something that we really wouldn't have to worry about. But, yeah, I think, Boston should take care of this one. I have some interest in the player performance doubles. We don't have them out for the Boston side right now because they're waiting on the injury news. So I'd imagine we only have, what do we have out for props here? Right. We only have Rockets props out right now. I have no interest in that, so I'm just going to let you guys, I got a slight lead, almost getting ready to be a strong lead towards Boston in this one. So do your research. If you want to go to some player performance doubles or whatever the case may be, you want to alter the spread, something, you want to parlay it up, you know what I'm saying, be my guest. I'm starting to have a stronger lean towards Boston in this one. Oklahoma City at Atlanta Hawks 213 over under in this one. Another 11.5 spread. Um, right off the back, Atlanta Hawks at home. They've been rolling at home. So there you have that. What do we have out right here? So we don't have the OKC news out right now for the simple fact that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is questionable in this one. So that's why we don't have a lot of player props out right now, especially for OKC. OKC. So for right now, if you really want to, jump on them Hawks, I suggest you do it now in whatever fashion that you're going to try to do it in. Bogdanovich, he's questionable for this one. He's damn near like a stay away for me. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets ruled out in this matchup. So he's questionable. Some type of quadriceps or something like that. We know DeAndre Hunter is out, and that's it for the significant injuries for both of these teams. So, if Bogdanovich happens to miss, then you could look at somebody like Kevin Huerter. Kevin Huerter, he played his last 2 games, he played 34 and 32 minutes. In those 2 games, he hit 4 threes and he hit 5 threes. You guys know what this is. It's a 3-point shooting league. You know what I'm saying? It's important to know who's in and who's out for these teams because, I know that Trae Young, he's a double-double candidate any given night. So I like to have all his weapons or most of his weapons at disposals because I can tell, he was a point guard first, you know what I'm saying? So I could tell where, I can make an educated guess on, if he's going to hit his assist prop or not, or does he have to score the ball? You know what I'm saying? Because the point guard, they're going to have the ball in their hands a whole lot, during the game. Even if you was to alter it on same game parlays, you can get that at minus 280, all right? You get that at minus 280 for 8 assists, you know what I'm saying? I like to go over here to the 3-point area. You get Kevin Huerter, his 3-point prop at 2.5 at plus money at plus 154. Every last one of these guys right here we see is plus money. Plus money for 3 threes. The over in this one at plus 104. John Collins, you can take the over or you can take the under in this one. You're going to get that plus money, all right? Even if, like I say, if you want to alter them down to 2, you can slap them. You can slap that in there. 2 threes for Trae, 2 threes for Huerter. Go back, slam you in there for 8 assists for Trae Young. You get that at 280. And whatever else you want to mess with, just like something like the rebound section. I like to fuck around with Clint Capella rebounds. Who don't? Against this team, going up against these midgets over here. The double-double in the win is not out of the question for player performance double. So that's something that you can look at for Clint Capella. His rebound proper sitting at 12.5. You get that at minus 130. He's had a double-double and shit. He's averaging 11 points, 11.5 points, and 11, almost 12 rebounds a game. He's had a double-double in damn near, every game except for 3 or 4 of them this year. You know the drill. You know what I'm saying? You already know the drill. I'm damn near building out a same-game parlay for you right here. Strong lean towards the Hawks in this one. So, I'm meeting you halfway and helping you solve half of the equation with some of these player performance doubles. Like I said, you're going to get Clint Capella double-double in the win at minus 118. You get Trae Young a double-double in the win at plus 146. Kevin Huerter 12 points in the win at plus 112. So, keep your eye out on the injury situation. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could have a good game. So it's a lot to like right there. Keeping it moving. Orlando Magic at Milwaukee Bucks. A 12.5 point spread in this one. Over under 217. Let's see. We only have out props for we only have out props for we only have out a few props for the Milwaukee side of things. So let me let you know a little something about this right here before you guys start your day. Um, Cole Anthony missed the last game because Cole Anthony missed the last game because of I forgot what it was about, but he as of right now he's questionable. That's what it was, his ankle. He's questionable, and then Brook Lopez, DiVincenzo, the rest of the guys they've been out. Keeping an eye out for Gary Harris, he's questionable because of his hand. So in the event that Gary Harris doesn't go, then it's going to be Jalen Suggs might see an uptick in minutes. R.J. Hampton should probably see an uptick in minutes, and then Michael Carter Williams has been questionable for the duration. For questionable for a few days now. He's looking like he's getting ready to come back. But anyway, I got a strong lean here towards the well. It's gonna be a crazy game right here. Keep an eye on the injury report. So you might see somebody like Giannis might pop up and be out all of a sudden. So you got to really, really watch it, man. Because like I said, this is a rematch here. Okay, it's a rematch. All right, and Milwaukee took this last game. This was the other day, Saturday, I believe. Milwaukee took it 117 to 108. They was beating the snot out of them. I mean, shit. ABC, he had 32 points, 20 rebounds, 5 assists. So it was really a beatdown. But right now, what I'm gonna go to over here is, I'm gonna go to the old trusty threes. You know what I'm saying? Because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You're gonna get Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen, his 3-point prop is sitting at 2.5. Okay, so Grayson Allen has been knocking the cover off this motherfucking prop here. I mean, he's killing it from behind the arc this year. He's hit 2 or more threes in 14 of his last 15 games. Okay, and I mean he's killing it. Even if you want to take him for 2 threes, it's damn near a lock. But it's at minus 450, so it's a lot of juice on that. But I don't mind going to his 2.5 3-point prop. Okay, play assists. Not assists. Points. Yeah. I don't have to talk about all these Holidays and Middletons and shit because you already know about that, But Grayson Allen, even his point prop, just for 10 points, you're gonna get it at minus 280. I'd probably wait for all the alternates to come out to cook up something for a same game parlay in this one. Until further notice, unless we get any news notes, yeah, I'm leaning towards Milwaukee in this one. I wouldn't mind, if I get a player performance double, like a 3-3 prop for Grayson Allen, I'm jumping on it. Okay. Chicago Bulls, Indiana Pacers at my Chicago Bulls, over under 212 on this one. Chicago Bulls favored by 3. Now, I love my team, but I'm not going to be no homer in this one. You know what I'm saying? Indiana has been playing some really, really up and down, crazy ass basketball, losing folks money and shit like that. Injury news and notes for this one is pretty much everything. Everybody's pretty much who's out and been out is still out. So, man. It's some tough spots. It's some tough spots here, man. It's some tough spots. We don't have props out for the Bulls, okay? Got a few props out for the Indiana Pacers side. I'm gonna like this spot here for Sabonis, all right? This is where you can get the Bulls at, the power forward spot. I told you last video, I liked Chicago Bulls to beat the Knicks, but I like Julius Randle's props. What did Julius Randle do? He would go out there and have himself a game. I believe he had 25 or 20-something, and I think he had a double-double with 20-something points. Even though Sabonis has been, up and down, man. He has been up and down. He did bounce back against the Pelicans with a 20-10 game in 22 minutes. Last 2 games, he's played 20 minutes. He's played 22 minutes in the last 2 games. He actually got benched against Charlotte. So, that's, a lot of the starters got benched. So that's something to keep an eye out there. But I'd imagine these Pacers come to play here. Hey, I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised if, Pacers could probably, I don't know, man. I don't bet on a lot of games, I'm tell you that, man. But, this is we got 82 games, man. Shit, teams ain't going to win them all, you know what I'm saying? Some of the games you think they're going to win, you know what I'm saying? So, this is going to be an interesting one, man. But I have some interest in Sabonis and getting a double-double. I mean, I know the juice is probably pretty high on that. Let's see, triple-double, double-double, what they got here. They got a double-double for Sabonis at -180 there. Even if you wanted to parlay it up, I have some real interest in him getting a double-double here, okay? Malcolm Brogdon should have a tough matchup going up against Alonzo Ball. So, Alonzo Ball has been playing some good defense. I mean, that 19 points is a stairway. Sometimes you got to fade. He can hit that 19-point prop. I don't really give a fuck if he hit it or not because I'm not messing with it. But not too much I'm going to go into about this game. I don't know who's going to win this game. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm just going to keep it moving and tell you what I like out of what we see. Phoenix Suns at San Antonio Spurs. I don't have anything for this game. I ain't gonna lie. We got 221 over under in this one. Phoenix Suns are favored by 5.5 at home. I do have some mild interest in the rebound prop for DeAndre Ayton, but it's not out right now. I'm just gonna skip this game. You guys got anything? You guys let me know in the comments. All right. Memphis Grizzlies at Utah Jazz. A 221.5 over under in this one. Utah Jazz favored by 10. One of my favorite preferred performance doubles. I'm gonna get this shit out the way right now. It's gonna be Rudy Gobert, double-double in the win. You're going to get that at -136, okay? Some I've been riding. Some everybody else been riding. I haven't been going down here just shopping for a lot of shit. When I see this tank, when I got a lean towards my Utah Jazz, I go straight to the Rudy Gobert double-double in Utah to win. He's crushed this. I mean, he's had a double-double in in his last 15 games. He had a double-double in 14. He's had a double-double in 12 in his last 15 games, okay? So he's been outstanding in the double-double category. If it ain't broke, I just, I feel like I don't want to fix it. Even though he is going up against Steven Adams. So if you really feel like you want to temper your expectations in that category, be my guest. As far as the props, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of props out here, okay? So I'm going to go through some of this injury news and notes and let you know what's going on. Dylan Brooks is doubtful for this game, okay? And then you got De'Anthony Melton is out, all right? So those are two critical pieces in what the Memphis Grizzlies do, all right? So they're a little short-handed. They are a lot. They're a lot short-handed in this one, all right? It's a chance that Utah could be too much for these guys. Memphis just played Minnesota. Minnesota just cracked them, all right? They on the road again in Utah Jazz. Another tough spot for Memphis, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they get cracked. They was down by 40 last game versus Minnesota. So, it's a tough spot here for these guys. Anything can happen, but, I'm going to have to lean towards the Jazz in this one, but, it is what it is. If for some reason you think Memphis can keep this close and these guys get a full allotment of minutes, then without getting blew out, then of course this is going to be a interesting game for same game parlays. Anytime you got two main components of what you do in Dylan Brooks and De'Anthony Melton out, then you know where the usage is coming from. Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson, and then you'll get somebody like Kyle Anderson coming off the bench. He'll pop up on the books a little later on. So that's something to keep an eye out on. But yeah, if you think these guys can keep it close, then yeah, they got some nice, decent amount of point prop totals here. 14.5 for Bain, 14.5 for Jaren Jackson. And these are the type of guys that's going to have to step up if they keep it close, all right? Going over here to these 3-point props here. I've been I've been riding Mike Conley here. Mike Conley, his 3-point prop is sitting at 2.5 for plus money. One thing about Mike Conley, he goes out there, and he hits him a few threes, all right? So he's hit 2 threes and, 3 out of his last 4 games, he's hit 2 threes. And then, I say, about 8 out of his last 10 games, he's hit 2 threes. So, he has 3, 4, 5 3-point upside. So if you're feeling froggy, you want to take a stab at that, 2 threes, you'll get it at plus money. Bogdanovich, it's a 3-point shooting league. I keep telling y'all this. You got to take advantage of this. He's somebody who's going to hit 2 threes more often than not. He's hit 2 threes in 3 out of his last 4. So just in case you want to alter it, a lot of these guys, they'll give you these 2 threes. You know what I'm saying? You can get Conley at minus 280. You can get Jaren Jackson for 2 threes at minus 240. Bogdanovich at 2 threes at minus 280. You can get to some plus money in same game parlays. That's why I always point that out. It's money to be made. It's money to be made in that category. Player assists, okay? I like to always jump on Mike Conley assists. I really, for the most part, I like to alter him. He let me down last game. He only had 2 assists 2 assists. He was stuck on 2 assists all game last game. Really fucked me up. He's averaging 5.5 assists. His assist prop is sitting right around his average. His assist prop is sitting right around his average. So if you wanted to go up or whatever, but that 5.5 is definitely in jeopardy. I'll probably alter it down to 5. That's if I start to even, I even want to go there. You know what I'm saying? But Rudy Gobert, his rebound prop is sitting at 12.5. Even if you want to go down to 12 or something like that, because he's been rebounding the hell out of the ball. Or if for some reason you think he's going to go under that, man, you get that at plus money. If you say, man, Steven Adams over there, yada, 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 it is what it is, man. Lean towards Utah in that one. Last game on the docket, 220.5 over under in this one. Sacramento Kings. Sacramento Kings will be without Luke Walton. It's about time they got rid of his ass. Sacramento Kings 2.5-point favorites in this one. It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen, how these guys going to react. They have a really nice roster over here in Sacramento, man. They just got to figure out ways. They needed to be coached better. They needed to be coached better, man. So one thing I don't like about this, like I always say, that guard rotation, they just got a lot of guards over here, man. They got guys like De'Aaron Fox, then you got Buddy Hield, to play a little bit of guard. Davion Mitchell. Then you got Halliburton out there, so it hinders a lot of their production, man, with all these guards. It's hard to tell who's going to get the assist or whatever. So it's been like a stay away for me in that category. But anyway, I didn't really look at this game, so I really don't have too much. You guys got something? You guys let me know. I'm pretty iffy. Excuse me, I'm pretty iffy right here in this one. You know what I'm saying? One interesting thing I want to point out: Buddy Hield has not been popping up on the Bucks on the books early. Okay, so this is my first time visiting his 3-point prop. I know what he do. The books know what he does too. They got him sitting at 3.5 with a lot of juice on it. Okay, but it's always doable, and plus it's always doable for Buddy Hield. This all he does is shoot the 3, okay? His attempts in his last few games, 13 shot attempts, 8 of them with threes. 13 shot attempts, 12 of them with threes. 17 shot attempts, 14 of them with threes. 14 shot attempts, 10 of them with threes. He's got makes in the area of 3, 5, 6, 4, 2, 3, 5, 8, 2, 5, 3, 3, 7, and 2. You know what I'm saying? That's his last 18 games. He's hit 2 threes or better in each and every last one of those games. His high in the last 15 games was 8 makes. So, he's got a multiple 7 make 3-point games. That's all he does. All right. That's what he do. He shoot the three, okay? He lets it ride. So new coach, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I don't have much. I don't even have a lane in the wind. I need some more time. You guys got anything? Let me know. What else can I say, bro? Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Peace. I'm out, guys. Damn, I talked.